Hello everyone in Cyber World. Welcome back to another video. I'm Jennifer.
And I'm Richard, and this is our channel we call Poor Man's DIY.
Today we're going to show you how we installed our smart switch. But before we do that, please hit the subscribe button and leave a comment below.
Now, as she mentioned, we're going to be installing a GE smart switch. We're going to show you step by step on how we did this. This is actually an easy process, and we normally don't show the actual electrical parts of this, but we're going to show you. But keep in mind, we're not electricians, so this is just something that if you choose to do so, be aware, be careful, be safe, follow the instructions. So after we show you how to install the switch into the wall, the next thing will be to connect it to the apps. And the first app that we're going to have to connect it to is the Samsung SmartThings app. We have a previous video that showed how we switched from Wink to SmartThings. And if you're interested in details on how to do that and set things up, click on the link that's up here somewhere. I never get it right. Anyhow, we'll show you step-by-step instructions on how to set it up to the SmartThing, and once it's connected to the SmartThing, the Amazon Echo should pick it up automatically, and if it does so, then we'll be able to make some final adjustments and do voice control and be able to turn the lights on and off. So let's take a look at exactly how we do this. Remember, it is absolutely imperative that you cut the power before you replace the switch. Mrs. Poor Man's specialty is working with faceplates, so she took over from here. We turned the power back on temporarily and used a tester to identify which line was the hot wire. Okay, now we've identified which one of these lines is actually the hot line. What this means is the power is coming in through the circuit breaker, through the top one here, and then it goes to the light itself on this bottom one here. The way this GE switch is set up, the instructions will show you that the top part that must go to the light, and the bottom one is the one that goes from the circuit breaker. So we're just going to have to switch these and put this to the bottom, and the bottom one is going to be put on the top. The white is actually going to go to the neutral line, and then we have a ground up here that we'll connect the ground line to as well.
We made sure that the power was completely shut off, and then we cut off the old switch.
Okay, so now we have the wires set up. This is the line coming in from the circuit breaker. This is the line going to the light. This is the neutral and the ground. As I mentioned, the one on the bottom is from the circuit breaker. There are two holes that you can insert this into and tighten. Just like that. Okay. And we repeat for all the other ones. That's a little long. And now that all the cables are attached, we just have to push the box back in and attach it.
My specialty is to install the faceplate. But remember, don't over tighten it or the faceplate will crack. Now that we have the smart switch installed, we're going to connect it to the Amazon Echo.
Now, for those of you IT geeks out there, there's something that you need to do before you do this though. Okay, I realize that I have made this mistake on my own several times. Before you can connect it to your network, if you have your network secured where you can't add new devices or no new devices can be added, make sure you turn that off. That will allow your new device to connect before you try to add it to the Amazon Echo. To do this, I'm going to use the app on my smartphone and we'll show you step by step how we do this.
It is now safe to turn the power back on.
Begin by opening your SmartThings app. Click on the plus sign on the top right-hand corner to add a device. Next, click on Device. Now scroll down and select the applicable manufacturer. In this case, we're using GE. In today's tutorial, we are installing a switch, so select the switch dimmer icon. The switch we are installing today uses Z-Wave, so select the GE Z-Wave icon. After a few seconds, the program is ready to install, so click the Start button. On this screen, you will select the hub and the room where you want the device to be installed. If you have more than one hub, use the drop-down menu to select the proper hub you wish to attach to. Then click the drop-down arrow to select which room the device will be installed. You can select from an existing room, but in this case we want to create a new room, so click on Add New Room. You can choose from one of the pre-populated names or scroll down and click on Custom to make your own. Now type in the name of the new room. In our case, we're naming it Office. Then click the Next button. Now choose a new wallpaper that will represent the new room that you created in the app. Click Save to continue. Now that the new room you created is displayed, click Next. Now follow instructions to get your new device to talk to the SmartThings hub. You must now connect that specific device to the hub. You may add the device manually or scan the QR code on the device, which is so much easier. We had forgotten about this step, so we had to remove the faceplate in order to get to the QR code. Point your smartphone's camera at the QR code and the configuration will begin. Now type in a name of what you want to call the device. Because our SmartThings hub is already connected to our Amazon Echo, in the background it already reflects that the GE switch we installed is connected to Alexa. Finish typing in the new device name and click Done. The new device has been added and you can now turn it on and off from your app. The Amazon Alexa app now reflects one new device. So open up the Amazon Alexa app and take a look. Click on Devices at the bottom. Click on Switches located at the top right. Then scroll down and search for your new device. If it is listed here, you can either control it through the Amazon application on your phone or you can do it by voice.
Alexa, turn on the Office.
Okay.
And there you have it. It is actually that simple. So for those of you who were kind of nervous about having a smart home on your own, you can easily set up the switches for your lighting. And the other things that you set up in the house that are smart enabled are actually just as easy. Some of them get a little bit more complicated. It depends on the brand that you have and whether you can use your SmartThings hub or whether you connect it straight to your Amazon Echo. It can be done very, very easily, and then you can be lazy like me and just sit down and tell it to turn things on, turn things off, vacuum the house, whatever, and I don't have to move.
Which is really cool. Yes. So until we meet again,
Bye-bye.
bye-bye.